You remember the Saturday routine without trying. The bus into town, carrier bags cutting into your fingers, coins warm in your palm. You drift past Woolworths pick and mix, the hum of BHS lighting, the smell of plastic toys and perfume testers. Blockbuster posters promise a weekend treat, HMV thumps music onto the pavement, and Mum insists on Debenhams first. These shops weren't special on their own. They were just there, dependable, stitched into ordinary life. Then one day, quietly, they weren't. No ceremony, no goodbye, just shutters and signs. Today, we rewind through 10 names you still remember, and ask how they disappeared. We will look back at 10 British shops that once anchored our high streets and everyday habits. Not as balance sheets or case studies, but as shared spaces we all passed through. Their disappearance wasn't just economic, it altered routines, rhythms, and how Britain felt on a normal afternoon. Number 1. Woolworths. Walking into Woolworths felt like entering organized chaos. The lights were bright, the aisles packed, the pick and mix weighed heavy in small paper bags. Founded in 1909, it grew by selling a bit of everything cheaply, becoming a high street giant with hundreds of stores. Woolworths created rituals, pocket money sweets, last-minute birthday gifts, emergency batteries. It thrived on simplicity and volume. But margins tightened, rents rose, and competition sharpened. Supermarkets undercut prices, specialists did things better. In 2008, the collapse came fast and public. Closing sales felt like funerals. Britain lost a place where everyone belonged, regardless of age, taste, or income. Number 2. BHS. BHS always felt grown-up. Soft carpets, sensible clothes, the cafe upstairs offering tea and a sit-down. Started in 1928, it expanded steadily, becoming a dependable middle-market department store. Families trusted it for school uniforms, lighting, towels, and predictable quality. It was never exciting, but it was reassuring. Then ownership changed. Debt piled up, investment drained away, and decisions served balance sheets instead of customers. When BHS collapsed in 2016, it wasn't sudden decline but slow neglect. Pension scandals followed the shutters. Britain lost a symbol of quiet reliability and learned how greed can hollow out something solid from the inside. Number 3. Blockbuster. Blockbuster nights had a smell. Plastic cases, carpet cleaner, anticipation. Founded in the 1980s, it exploded across Britain in the 90s, promising choice and convenience. Friday evenings became rituals of browsing, negotiating, settling on one film. Late fees annoyed everyone, yet the experience mattered. Then technology shifted. DVDs became downloads, shelves became servers, and choice moved into living rooms. Blockbuster hesitated, clung to physical stores, and missed the turn. By 2013, the blue and yellow signs vanished. Britain lost a shared pause, that moment of standing together deciding what to watch, before algorithms made choices for us. Number 4. Debenhams. Debenhams felt like occasions. Wedding lists, perfume counters, Christmas windows glowing into dark evenings. Founded in the 18th century, it modernized into a department store staple, anchoring town centers nationwide. It taught Britain how to shop for milestones. But expansion came with debt, private ownership squeezed margins, and online rivals drained footfall. Stores grew tired while costs grew heavy. Administrations came and went, until the doors closed in 2021. What vanished wasn't just a shop, but a social anchor. Britain lost a place where important moments began, replaced by deliveries that arrive without ceremony or memory. Number 5. Toys R Us. Crossing the threshold felt like entering a warehouse of dreams. Endless aisles, towering shelves, bikes hanging overhead. Arriving in Britain in the mid-80s, Toys R Us became the ultimate childhood destination. Birthdays, Christmas lists, and hopeful begging revolved around it. The model relied on scale and spectacle. But supermarkets sold toys cheaply, online retailers delivered faster, and overhead stayed huge. When the collapse came in 2018, parents felt it too. Britain lost a place where excitement lived physically, where children learned anticipation by walking, looking, and wanting, rather than scrolling silently on screens. Number 6. Maplin. Maplin smelled faintly of plastic and solder. Glass counters held components you didn't yet understand. Starting as a mail-order business in the 70s, it grew into high street stores for tinkerers, hobbyists, and the curious. Maplin empowered people to fix, build, and experiment. Staff explained patiently, diagrams printed on receipts. Then technology shrank. Components moved online, devices became sealed, and prices lost battles to the internet. By 2018, Maplin disappeared. Britain lost a bridge between curiosity and capability, a place that encouraged learning by touching and trying, not just replacing. Number 7. Our Price. Our Price was where music felt affordable. Bright red signs, plastic racks, chart singles spinning. Launched in the 70s, it thrived through the cassette and CD boom, giving teenagers access to albums without specialist intimidation. It created rituals of release days and browsing lyrics in store. Then digital downloads arrived, streaming followed, and physical music sales collapsed. Ownership changes didn't help. By the early 2000s, Our Price faded away. Britain lost a stepping stone into music culture, where discovery was social and accidental, not guided by recommendations and silent headphones. Number 8. Littlewoods. Littlewoods lived in catalogs. Flicked through on sofas, corners folded, dreams circled in biro. Founded in the 30s, it mastered mail order, then expanded into department stores. It made shopping accessible beyond cities. When high street stores closed, it didn't vanish entirely. Littlewoods evolved, moving fully online, surviving by changing shape. Physical presence disappeared, but the brand adapted. Britain lost the ritual of shared browsing, but gained a lesson. Sometimes survival means letting go of bricks and mortar. Not every disappearance is a failure, some are quiet transformations. Number 9. Mothercare. Mothercare felt careful. Soft lighting, calm colors, reassurance for nervous parents. Founded in 1961, it specialized in maternity and early years, building trust through expertise. It became a rite of passage for new families. But competition intensified, supermarkets expanded ranges, and ownership decisions focused on growth over resilience. Costs rose, margins shrank, and by 2019 UK stores closed. Britain lost a specialist guide, a place that acknowledged vulnerability. Shopping for children became cheaper, faster, but colder. Advice moved online, without the human warmth that once mattered so much. Number 10. HMV. HMV had weight. Heavy doors, loud speakers, staff opinions. Founded in 1921, it dominated music retail for decades. Browsing meant time, listening meant commitment. When downloads arrived, HMV nearly vanished. Administrations hit, stores closed, and silence loomed. But it adapted. Vinyl returned, stores shrank, experiences replaced volume. HMV chose evolution over extinction. Today, some shops remain, changed but alive. Britain learned something rare here. Not everything old must disappear. With humility and adjustment, parts of the high street can survive, carrying memory forward instead of locking it behind shutters. These shops shaped how Britain moved, waited, met, and chose. They gave structure to days and meaning to errands. Their loss wasn't dramatic in the moment, but cumulative. Town centers grew quieter, shopping lonelier, routines shorter. Some fell to greed, some to technology, some to change they couldn't outrun. One or two learned to bend. Together, they mark a shift from shared spaces to private screens. The high street didn't just sell things, it gave us common ground. What replaced it is efficient, but thinner, leaving fewer places where lives briefly overlapped. Which of these do you remember most clearly? Maybe it was a Saturday ritual, a first purchase, or a final sale visit. Share your memory in the comments and tell us what it meant to you. If you value preserving these everyday stories of Britain, consider subscribing to Britain Rewind, so they're not forgotten again.